Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Sarah, also known as Laugh Love Langella, and in today's video I am so incredibly excited to kick off the Christmas 2024 season. We are going to be decorating my entryway space as well as putting up the Christmas tree. It is November 1st, and that is officially when I transition everything over from fall or Halloween to Christmas, so I'm so excited. I know so many of you guys like to decorate early, and there's also so many of you that like to wait until after Thanksgiving. I am not pressuring you to start, but I love to do this in my own home, and I also love to get these ideas out early to you guys so that you have some inspiration before you're ready. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get right into it. So we are going to be starting off with my go-to Pottery Barn vase. I absolutely love this one. It's such a great all year round piece. If you guys follow me over on Instagram, it is also Laugh Love Langella, then you already know what happened to this poor vase. I was playing with my Christmas stems and it just busted right through the side when I was trying to get it out. So I have a hole in the back of mine. I glued it up a little bit. It's just not, I can't put it back together perfectly. I tried so hard. I was gluing my fingers together. It was rough. But I'm just going to turn it around and I will show you guys. If you have faux stems that you are not committed to cutting shorter like myself, you can fold them up, take it an extra step, tape it to itself. I will show you real quick. So this is the stem that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using 3 of them because they are such a large statement one. But I just took some electrical tape and taped the stem to itself. So that way I don't have it where it is completely sideways. That's what happened in this pot, is that it almost created a 90-degree angle, and the force of me pulling it absolutely exploded the side of it. So tape them if you're not going to cut them so that you don't have a tragedy with your beautiful vessels like I did.
I always like to loosely follow the rule of decorating with my stems in odd numbers. When you have a really large statement one like these are, I'm just using 3 of them and they still make such an impact. But if I'm going to build a more elaborate arrangement, I'll do 5, sometimes 7, like the Norfolk ones. You do need a little bit more to get that fullness. I have a Christmas arrangement styling video from last year and I am planning to do another one this year, so be on the lookout for that.
I absolutely love these stems. I wish I could find these exact ones to link. I got them from a boutique in Blowing Rock. I've only been able to find them on the wholesale website, and you can't actually purchase from the wholesaler. I did get some from World Market that are a great cedar stem. They are not like these. These are just a huge statement. They look like I just went outside and chopped them off a tree. But I will link some other cedar stem options. Just know that you are absolutely going to need more than 3 of them. Now I'm going to be adding a couple strands of my Norfolk garland to the mirror. I always love to have a really full look, so I'm going to add the one over here first, and then I'm going to layer another one kind of offset. And I am doing this asymmetrical because I have my statement vase to the side. I want to counterbalance it going the opposite way.
The Norfolk garlands are one of my go-tos each year. I will say that you do need to layer them with other ones if you really want to make a full impact. There are some really beautiful cedar garlands out there and other ones in the mix, but for my mirror, I like the simplicity of just the Norfolk. On my stairs, I will layer this with another one, and my mantle, I would probably layer with at least 1 or 2 other garlands as well to make an impact.
Just like with your stems, it is super important to fluff up your garlands. This one is just straight out of my storage container, so that's why it is so flat. It would show up the same for shipping. So you'll just take each individual stem and just kind of pull them up and away from the garland. I always like to make sure that I kind of pull them forward so that the back doesn't have the greenery, the front does. Here it is all fluffed up. It really just makes it look that much better. If you want to take it a step further, for the part down here that I don't have the double garland, I could always put another stem there. I'm going to wait until I'm done doing winter Christmas arrangements. And if I have an extra one, I will put it there. Last year for my entryway styling, I put a few bells and a bow here, and I really love how that looked, but I got these really beautiful woven ones from McGee & Co. It is this beautiful dark brown with this really pretty burgundy ribbon. So I'm actually going to hang these here on the mirror instead this year.
I love how much texture these add, and the darker woven color is such the perfect dark brown tone. It's kind of hard to explain it, but it doesn't have that reddish or a blue hue to it. It's literally the perfect warmth dark brown. But I will have the rustic bells that I used last year linked below if I can, or some other options too, if you like a more traditional look rather than the woven ones.
Now we're going to add these Christmas book boxes. I got these on Amazon a couple years ago. I have not seen them back in stock, but I will definitely keep an eye out and try to find these or another option as well. On the side, I'm going to be adding these beautiful bronze trees. These are from Pottery Barn. I have the small, medium, and large one of it. I'm just going to be using the medium and the large on this because I really want to add some height because we have a lot of big stuff happening here. So I have these. I will link them below. They keep going in and out of stock because they are so popular, and they did come in brass this year. And to them, I'm going to add my small Pottery Barn reindeer. And to the book boxes, I'm going to add this really pretty metal house. Tiffany from the Meza Home on Instagram shared these. There is this large one, and then there's also a smaller round one. I just grabbed the one because I really like the style lines of it. And it does have an opening in the back. You can put a tea light in it. So I'm going to get a battery operated one and eventually add that to it. But I got this from Lone Fox Home. I have been waiting for this moment since I took my tree down last year, in all seriousness. So we're in a little bit of a different spot for putting our tree in. Because we have our built-ins in progress, you can kind of see a little sliver of it in the shot. I can't put the tree where I did last year. So instead, I'm going to be putting it between our front windows here. And we flipped our smaller couch to the opposite side of the coffee table. So I'm crossing my fingers that the flow of it is going to work out well. But I'm actually not working with King of Christmas this year, but I'm using my tree that they sent me 2 years ago. It is the Alpine Fir. It is a more traditional full Christmas tree. We used the King Noble Fir last year. That is gonna go in our bedroom. My husband really just doesn't like the scraggled look of it. I thought it was fun, but I'm craving a more traditional style tree myself too. So we are going to fluff this up and celebrate that it is the season. I've even got my snowman slippers on because I am fully ready to embrace this. I am using the Hearth and Hand tree color that I got a few years ago. It's this really pretty dark brown color. It also comes in a lighter brown and black. Keep in mind though that 7.5-foot trees and above, the base tends to be too big for this. You have to buy a different base on Amazon. It will work for a 7.5-foot, but if you have anything taller than that, you need the wider base. So you won't be able to use this tree collar. So just keep that in mind dimension wise. My 7.5-foot with the smaller base fits in this. Now I'm just gonna take this gardening stool I have because I don't feel like crouching over to spend so much time fluffing this tree. Fluffing your tree makes all the difference in it looking that much better. So I really think it is always worth the time to do it. I'm gonna wear these little gloves. These actually come with the King of Christmas trees. And I have to say, as like silly as it is, it really works because it's super scratchy. But I'm just gonna go one row at a time. Some of these are still kind of fluffed up from years past, but I'm going to take my branches, because there's 3 of them here, pull them apart from each other, and then every other little piece of greenery here, you're gonna put them in opposite directions to just help create that fullness.
So I am both a fan of regular traditional green trees as well as flock trees. When it comes to the tree that we actually use downstairs, I prefer the green one, but I do have a flocked one that I tend to put in our guest room each year. So leave me a comment down below. Are you a green, flocked, or both fan?
So here is the bottom portion all fluffed up. It really makes a difference because you can't see through the tree. It has some of those traditional like Christmas tree pieces, and then it has the Real Touch ones, and those all skate the outside. It's so pretty. I will have it linked down below. Again, I'm not working with them this year, but I do still really enjoy the tree that we have from them. It also has a remote, and it has the quick connect system, which just makes it so much easier. But I'm just going to throw the other pieces on top because I have school pickup soon, so I need to get ready to head out. And then something I actually really do recommend, because I don't feel like climbing a chair or a ladder, is fluff the top of it before you put it on. It just makes it so much easier. You can still reach some of the lower pieces, but the ones all the way up there, it's not worth trying to scale your tree. So I always just fluff it up a little bit before I put it on.
And here's a finished look at the tree all put up. This is the 7.5-foot alpine fir. I just love the fullness of it, and I'm so excited for the glow of a Christmas tree, especially late at night. And here is also a finished look at how the entryway space came out for the Christmas season.
So that is going to wrap up today's video, friends. I sure hope you enjoyed and got some decorating ideas and inspiration for the Christmas 2024 season. I will be sure to share last year's video down below so you can check that out too. It is fairly similar. I just have favorites that I love to use year in and year out, and it's so important to utilize those items again and again. You can repurpose them, give them a different direction, but integrate a couple new pieces to give it a refreshed look. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video, friends. Bye!